The thing that just came through, because I feel like I was trying to do this intro and like make it perfect, but what just came through for me to actually start it was that I don't need to catch anybody's attention. Everyone that's here right now is like supposed to be here and in my energy, and I don't have to make myself faster for people to like me. I don't have to do anything different for people to like me. So someone needed to hear that, I feel like. But one of the things coming through the most is that nothing bad happens when I feel negative emotions, actually. Like, I feel as though I really was in this spiral for a few years of like really feeling like I needed to be high vibe all the time in order to get whatever I wanted or to like live my dream life or manifest, or like it just sort of felt like bad emotion, bad things, bad emotion, bad things, negative emotion. Like any time I wasn't feeling completely and utterly abundant and good, and that I could show up good or like whatever, that it was bad. And it manifested heavier. In the past, I've done a video about this before, like about my delete days that I used to have. Like if I was having a bad emotion, I would literally just pretend that that day did not exist, which that was like the extreme version of it. I was also really, really affected by anything outside of me for good or bad days. I did a video about that before, like how you feel about the weather is how you feel about yourself. Like if you have to have a sunny day to feel good, if you have to feel good to feel good, or like, yeah, if your emotions, it's basically this concept that I'm just understanding in a different layer now. Um, but yeah, if you have to be sunny in your emotions in your life to feel good, like what? Yeah, what are you doing? And this is all me to me, you know? So, what I've realized is that I don't have to be scared of feeling bad anymore. That nothing bad happens when I feel bad, that I still get whatever I want, that I can still manifest. And it's really like that's the rule I get to create for myself, because there are really no rules. Um, you are creating all the conditions and all the rule book for your experience. And if it's my rule that I have to feel good in order for good things to happen, that's what I'm going to perceive and experience. So, in this last stint of not feeling the best emotionally, it was the best spiral that I feel like I've ever experienced, because I actually just accepted how I was feeling and I wasn't scared that I wasn't feeling 100% for the first time. So I felt it a lot softer. And I feel like what happens, or what I've noticed in the pattern of myself when I've felt bad in the past, you start to feel bad, you start to feel down, whatever. You have anxiety, you're just something negative, insert. And then you're resisting that. You're like trying to cover it up with positivity and high vibe and like, I want to fix it. I want to do this. I want to feel good. I mean, really, at the end of the day, you just want to feel good. So you're trying to decenter all of the things that are making you feel bad. You're trying not to think about them. You're trying to cast them aside, because you don't want to experience this feeling. And because you're doing that, you're creating a lot of resistance to the feeling. And I feel like that resistance is where people get stuck, where you can get stuck. And what happens is you're spending all of your mental energy, all of your spiritual energy, potentially even all of your physical energy, resisting all of that the whole day. And then you get to a point where you just want to turn off. And so, like, I, it's like that veg out, the rotting, like, and bed rotting, couch rotting, day, like night rotting, whatever, has become a thing, I think, because of this, because you just want to delete the experience of whatever negative feeling you spent the entire day trying to avoid. For me, that manifested a lot in like watching shows from literally 5 p.m. to bedtime, and just like I feel like my evening didn't exist. I feel like I actually didn't remember a year or two's worth of evenings because of that. Like, because I just wanted to forget about the day, forget about the feeling, forget, like, it was almost this performance. Like, I was performing for myself. I was performing that I was feeling good all day for myself because I just couldn't accept that sometimes a human feels stressed. Sometimes I get scared. Sometimes I feel sad. Sometimes I feel lonely. I just like, it was like, nope, can't. Can't have any of those emotions. Have to be happy all the time. The performance of being happy all the time makes me literally not want to remember a year's worth of evenings. Like, that's crazy. I feel like it can become like video games, even books. Like, I mean, anything can become this like really intense escapism just because you don't want to feel something, which is fine. Not that any of those things are wrong. Like right now, I'm, like I said, so into Love Island, and I've never like seen that before, watched that, but my only dating reality show that I've seen in the past was Love is Blind. And I'm actually just having fun with it. Like, I'm not even judging myself for having fun or like using that as a little ritual for my night. I've made it so fun. And in my few weeks where I was feeling kind of down, it was something I could look forward to actually. And it didn't feel the same. Like, so it's not that the show or watching the show is the bad thing. I wasn't using it to like escape my reality because I was spending the whole day completely accepting that I wasn't feeling like my normal chipper self that I feel. I wasn't performing for myself. I wasn't trying to experience something that I wasn't the entire day. So all those more escapism things actually just got to be a fun treat that I could experience even though I was feeling a little sad. And I feel as though it just made the whole experience like help me understand that that's safe. And that even going through those emotions and moving through that for a few weeks didn't mean that my life was falling apart. It didn't mean that everything in my reality isn't good. It didn't mean I wasn't grateful for where I am. It didn't mean that I don't create. It didn't mean that X, Y, and Z. Like, it just didn't, there was no story around it besides just what it was. And I feel like with all these negative emotions, we can create all these stories around it. I must be doing something bad. I must be feeling something shameful. I must insert, insert, insert. Like, and you don't actually have to attach those stories to the negative feelings, and you don't have to be afraid that by feeling something negative that that means that things aren't working out or that you like positive things still won't happen. And I think whenever you get to that point, you actually just get to see it for what it is and what you need. Oh, I don't feel secure. Like, what can I literally do to help me feel secure? Because that's where the source of this anxiety is continuing to form. So, yeah, I feel like you just get to look at it a lot more neutrally instead of attaching like, well, this must mean this and this must mean this and this must mean this. It doesn't mean anything. You're just experiencing. Like, it's okay. It's okay. Like, yeah, I feel like this experience was me understanding that it's okay. And to like the oomph degree, because it really, it really did feel like a deep, heavy, inward sadness for a little bit. But yeah, again, I wasn't scared of it. The fact that I'm even mentioning it on camera to people that might watch it is, you guys, crazy. Because I'm telling you, um, it wasn't until last year was 2025. It wasn't until 2024 that I could even tell a friend that I was currently experiencing a negative day. Like, basically, my life before that point was not hanging out with people unless I felt 100% good. Do you know how exhausting that is to be someone's friend who feels that way? I mean, probably. I don't know. I literally don't think I'm friends with anyone who feels or operates that way. But on the flip side, I could imagine that if you only saw someone whenever they were feeling really good, you would be like, man, I don't always feel that. Like, what the, you know? But it's like, oh, then I can literally only hang out with someone like once a month. And that's not good for me. I need people to see me in my sadness to like know that it's safe. And I feel like one of that lesson just kept happening over and over until this past experience was like, I'm safe with me in my sadness. I'm safe with it. And I don't care to tell people because it doesn't mean anything about me. It doesn't diminish my worth. It doesn't make me a bad person. It doesn't mean I'm not grateful. It doesn't, like, all these things, all these stories that I was attaching to the act of not feeling 100%, which is like 99% of the time. You don't feel 100%. So, yeah, if there's one thing going on in your life that just rocks the boat, learning to not let any of those stories tip the boat, too. Like, I don't know, I feel like so much, there's so many layers. I feel like I can't really get into all of that in this one sitting for the day. But what I want you to take from this, and what I feel like I've learned from this experience, is just to know that nothing bad happens when you feel negative. One, two, the resistance of feeling negative is going to cost you more than moving through negative emotion. Like, that resistance is way more time than the body actually feels that experience if you just let it. And there doesn't have to be a story. You could literally wake up the next day and feel good. You could literally have a good meal and feel good. Like, you don't have to, you could literally have a overall, like, emotionally negative day and still have several moments throughout that day where you felt good and fine, and you had a dance party, and you do things to like get yourself out of that or whatever, and you could still perceive that day as like, overall wasn't my favorite day, but that doesn't mean I still can't try to choose happiness and choose the feelings that I actually do want to feel, and recognizing it is all a choice too. It doesn't mean I'm not writing my book. It doesn't mean I'm not getting obsessed. It doesn't mean I can't start over. It doesn't mean anything. It's just an experience, and you move on to the next experience. And when that resistance lifts, you are allowing yourself to go through that flow a lot better or easier. It feels flowier. So that's what I have for you today. And yeah, I'm still feel like I'm kind of playing around with like how does YouTube look? How does YouTube look after the daily posting? And then, like, I feel like I do it once and then I get so many ideas. So then I'm like, I'll post, and then I'm like, oh, I'm not going to daily post. But, like, yeah. Yeah, as you can see, I'm creating too many rules for myself. So I'm just, like, continuing to break the bubble of the rules that I'm, like, saying over and over that aren't real. And continuing to just show up and figure out my voice, my, like, what I want to share, you know? Like, it's so interesting to be doing this in real time and also be wanting to be like, oh, I'm posting once a week, like, I'll see you next week, or like, my Virgo North Node is like, get your schedule together. And my Pisces is like, it doesn't matter. I have like 4 planets in Pisces and a South Node and a Sun, so that flow takes over a little bit more than my Virgo North Node. But yeah, so basically I'm just gonna play around with it until I find what lands really good. For some reason I feel like Tuesdays is always the day that I can expect to sit down, so there'll at least be 1 video a week, and then if a lot's coming through, I'm feeling chatty, I might press record a lot more. I can't believe I'm coming up on my 2-year YouTube anniversary. It feels crazy to, like, remember like how it started to, like, now. I don't know. Yeah, a lot changes even without you doing anything to, like, force it to change, just like your emotions. Okay, so that is what I have for you. I feel like my sweet potatoes are ready to consume inside, so I'm gonna go do that. I hope you have a beautiful summer week. Go swim, go, like, don't wait to become the person that you want to be for the summer. The summer is only a very short window. Go live it up. Like, pick that one thing you want to do. Put out that blanket in the yard and have a little picnic or a craft, or like just do the thing. It's worth it to create the beauty that you want to experience and create the experiences that you want to experience. And as I'm adulting and getting older, I'm just realizing that more and more, like, you have to create it. So, which I know I've talked about. But anyway, I will see you guys in the next video, whenever that is. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Okay, love you, bye.